Station, Texas, Kyle Field, over the 12th man, and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. I guess they're not interested in kicking it away. They're lining up for an onside kick. For the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. So South Carolina's offense will get the ball first. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason.
There he goes. Got enough for the first. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Line gets set. First down. They're going to ride this running back. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good one.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Gets it to the back. Jukes his way for more. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. So Texas A&M's offense will go to work for the first time. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver.
Turning it on! He's inside the 40, the 20, past the 10, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Aggie! This is why they show up for Midnight Yell, and they are playing like they practice.
And this place rocks as loud as anywhere in the country, and you want to get them going early. First drive of the game, scoring a touchdown, getting them jacked up.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll leave it with him. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Wants to go up top. got it in the middle. It's Smith. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Under fire. He lobs one high down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Gamecocks line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. To the air, it's Reed. That's caught. It's Concepcion. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. Now on the option. He'll toss it. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Steps away to find some room. Trying to escape and get it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Now they'll try the right side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. To the air, it's Sellers. He's got him in the flat. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Quickly to the tight end. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Finds his tight end. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in the recruiting class.
The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. They'll run for it. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Gamecocks in the hurry up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Wants to fire on 2nd down. A little screen to the running back. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Gamecocks are marching down the field. To the air on first down. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Fires to the tight end. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. Now the lead is down to 11.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking for space, it's Owens. Got enough for the first down. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Makes the grab. It's Norman. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move. A&M comes back out with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Reed. This time it's complete. They've got the first down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Texas A&M. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And that's a big shot, that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in the front.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Gamecocks send out the punt unit. He's got it. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Reed. Finds his man, it's Craver. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Going to the run to start this second half. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Moves away as he feels pressure. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Offense in an empty set. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's going to run it. Kept it, and he's past the marker. And he's finally down, sliding in safely after the huge pickup.
On the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Give to the running back.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It'll be third and long. Dropping back, it's Reed. Fires to the wideout. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosion.
Looking deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And, Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. The Gamecocks can really attack on this second and short. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Oh, they're after him. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
We've seen this defensive end make a lot of plays. In the run game, he's setting the edge. He's forcing the football to go back inside, but he's not a one-trick pony. He can also get out of his stance, use his hands, and use his speed to beat offensive tackles and get to the QB.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Craver. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of some matchups somewhere else.
Pressure coming. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. To the air, it's Sellers. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
He gets a block. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. This should be the last play of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got it behind the line. It's Owens. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a second down play. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. Open space at the 25. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Offenses now, they know one speed. Be aggressive. Go after it. Even if you got a lead, you see a lot of offenses do this and take shots and keep making big plays down the field. I like it. Keep it up.
He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
This offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few...
The Sneak scores it. They extend this fourth-quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the He'll loft one deep down the left side. Hauls it in down the sideline. Running free. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going. And maybe you can build it.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And everyone needs to have their packages. When they go 5 wide and they spread you wide, what's your answers? And I like the defense right here, bringing pressure, getting to the quarterback, and hitting him as he throws the football.
Makes the catch. It's Bussey. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. They'll give it to the back. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. Looking for an open area to his left. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And the big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking for a man, it's Sellers. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Great place to start for this offense. Leaves it with the running back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it's picked off at the goal line. Got some room to run. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Makes the grab. It's Harbor.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Running to Green. There he goes. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough to run.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Give as they work on that clock.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
To the air on 2nd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Craver. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game. Possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today.